Ladies and gentlemen, if you are over the age of 50, I want your full attention because there is one common vitamin that millions of seniors take every single day, believing it will protect their health, but instead, it may actually increase the risk of heart problems, fragile bones, and even premature aging. And yet, there is one simple daily vitamin backed by real science to help maintain strong immunity, brain sharpness, and energy levels. Today, I'm going to reveal both so you can protect your health starting tonight. Synthetic high-dose vitamin E is often promoted as a quick shortcut to better health, especially for seniors who want to support their heart, eyes, and immunity as they age. But here's the critical truth. The form and dose of a nutrient matter just as much as the nutrient itself. Vitamin E is not harmful in its natural food-based state. In fact, naturally occurring vitamin E from foods like almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, and avocados plays an important role in protecting cells from oxidative stress. The problem arises when people consume high, isolated doses of synthetic vitamin E supplements, commonly labeled as DL-alpha tocopherol, assuming that more must be better. The body doesn't operate that way, and when we overload it with something unnatural, balance can be disrupted instead of improved. Imagine your cells working like a finely tuned orchestra. Antioxidants such as vitamin E are the conductors, helping keep inflammation and oxidative damage from taking over. But when synthetic forms flood the system in large quantities, the music becomes chaotic. Some studies have shown that excessive synthetic vitamin E may interfere with vitamin K, a nutrient essential for blood clotting and bone health. This imbalance may increase the risk of bleeding problems in certain individuals. Research has also suggested that high-dose synthetic vitamin E supplements may not deliver the expected protection against heart disease and could potentially raise the likelihood of issues instead of reducing them. Seniors who rely on these supplements daily might be placing their trust in something that does not provide the benefits they believe it does. There is another crucial point. Synthetic vitamin E supplements usually contain only one type. In nature, vitamin E is actually a family of compounds including alpha, beta, delta, and gamma tocopherols, along with tocotrienols. When we extract just one form and amplify it into high doses, it can crowd out the others that the body needs for a balanced protective response. It's like trying to build a strong house using only nails, but no wood. One component cannot do the entire job. Food delivers vitamin E the way the human body recognizes, a complete spectrum packaged with additional compounds such as fiber, minerals, and plant chemicals that work together to support overall well-being. And here is something seniors deserve to know. When a supplement promises dramatic outcomes without effort, it often overlooks how complex our biology truly is. Health is not a single nutrient strategy. It is a symphony of cellular functions working in harmony. Seniors who want to maintain strong immunity, cognitive clarity, and physical independence should choose solutions that uplift the entire system, not overwhelm it. Trusting nature's intelligent design may be far more beneficial than artificial megadosing. There is also the issue of medication interactions. Many seniors take medications such as blood thinners, cholesterol-lowering drugs, or blood pressure treatments. Large synthetic vitamin E doses may interact with these medications in ways that healthcare professionals need to carefully monitor. When supplements are taken without guidance, they can blur the line between what is helpful and what may be harmful. Wisdom lies in collaboration, talking with a doctor who understands your personal health, not relying on bold marketing claims. Supporting your cells does not come from chasing the highest number on a supplement label. It comes from giving your body what it understands: real food, diverse nutrients, and balanced protection. Almonds, hazelnuts, olive oil, wheat germ, and leafy greens nourish the system slowly, consistently, and safely. These foods contain vitamin E in harmony with other natural antioxidants that enhance its benefits rather than compete with them. Every meal becomes an opportunity to strengthen your cells more intelligently than a synthetic pill ever could. So when seniors reach for a supplement because they want to protect their future, they should feel confident that it truly supports their biology. Choosing a natural approach honors the body's design, respects decades of scientific learning, and reduces unnecessary risk. The goal is not to avoid nutrients, but to choose them wisely in the forms that amplify health rather than complicate it. Vitamin D3 is one of the most powerful nutrients the body relies on, yet its importance is often underestimated, especially in people over the age of 50. Think of this vitamin as a master controller that communicates with more than 200 genes linked to immunity, bone strength, heart health, and cognitive performance. When vitamin D3 levels drop, the body doesn't simply feel low. It can struggle to defend itself, repair cells, and maintain the energy required for healthy aging. Seniors deserve to know the full truth. A silent deficiency can slowly drain vitality without obvious symptoms until it becomes a serious health concern. And here is where the real surprise lies. Even people who spend time outdoors can still be deficient because the skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D3 as we age. The influence of vitamin D3 on bone and muscle health is one of the most important reasons every senior should pay attention to their levels. It enhances calcium absorption so the skeleton remains sturdy and resistant to fractures. But what many don't realize is that vitamin D3 also helps maintain muscle fibers, especially those responsible for balance and fast response movements. These are the muscles that help prevent falls, a danger that threatens independence and mobility later in life. Seniors who maintain strong vitamin D3 levels often show better posture, improved movement control, and more strength performing everyday tasks from climbing stairs to simply rising from a chair without hesitation. The immune system also listens closely to vitamin D3. It acts like a switch that activates the body's defense cells precisely when they are needed. A healthy immune system doesn't just fight infections, it controls inflammation. As we age, inflammation tends to go up, while immunity goes down. Vitamin D3 helps balance both forces, giving the body the resilience to stay healthier through seasonal viruses and chronic conditions. Seniors with adequate vitamin D3 levels frequently demonstrate better protection against common colds, improved recovery time, and greater cellular repair capacity. It's the difference between simply surviving health challenges and overcoming them with strength. What about brain health? This is where vitamin D3 becomes even more remarkable. Receptors for vitamin D are present throughout the brain, influencing memory, mood, and cognitive clarity. Low levels have been linked to cognitive decline, forgetfulness, and even increased risk of age-related neurological conditions. Seniors who optimize vitamin D3 often report sharper thinking, better emotional balance, and an uplifting sense of well-being. It's not just about extending years, it's about protecting the joy and independence that make those years meaningful. The challenge is that vitamin D3 deficiency is more common than ever before. Many seniors spend less time in direct sunlight, and when they do, sunscreen, while essential for protection, also blocks the skin's ability to produce vitamin D3. Diet alone rarely provides enough, as only a few foods naturally contain significant amounts. Wild salmon, sardines, egg yolks, and sun-exposed mushrooms are good sources, but supplementation often becomes necessary. Ensuring that supplementation is guided by a healthcare professional allows the right dose to be chosen, one that supports the body without overstepping its needs. Every senior should see vitamin D3 as an essential investment in daily function, independence, and healthy longevity. When levels are optimized, energy rises, physical confidence strengthens, and the inner defense system stays alert and ready. Cells communicate more effectively, bones stand strong, the mind stays awake and engaged. This is what aging with empowerment looks like, not letting the body slowly lose capability, but giving it what it needs to thrive every single day. Seniors who make vitamin D3 a consistent priority are not just taking a supplement, they are reinforcing the foundation of their future health with every dose. Food is not just fuel, it is information. Every bite sends signals that tell your body how to perform, how to repair, and how to defend itself. Seniors often turn to multivitamins or supplements as a quick solution, believing that pills can replace what may be missing from their diet. But the human body evolved to extract nutrition from real foods, foods containing a brilliant blend of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and natural compounds that work in powerful harmony. When nutrients come packaged by nature, they don't operate in isolation. They communicate, support each other, and integrate perfectly into the body's systems. That's something a single isolated supplement can never fully replicate. When a senior eats a piece of wild salmon, they aren't just getting vitamin D or omega-3. They're receiving protein that strengthens muscles, selenium that supports thyroid function, and marine antioxidants that help protect blood vessels. A handful of almonds brings vitamin E, healthy fats, fiber, and polyphenols, each contributing differently to cellular health. Spinach and leafy greens deliver iron, folate, and plant compounds that fight oxidative stress while supporting cognitive function. Real food offers layers of protection that build up over time, nourishing the body in ways that cannot be bottled. Consider something as simple as a mushroom that has been exposed to sunlight. It naturally produces vitamin D2, which still supports health, even if it differs slightly from D3. But beyond that, mushrooms contain beta-glucans, compounds that strengthen immune cells and help the body detect threats. Egg yolks contribute vitamin D3, choline for brain health, and antioxidants that guard eye function. Each food is a complete package, a symphony of nutrients ready to support seniors where they need it most. Supplements should never be seen as replacements for food. Instead, they are supporting tools valuable when used wisely and with guidance. For example, vitamin D3 supplementation can fill a gap that many seniors struggle to meet through diet alone. But relying heavily on pills without improving diet is like pouring clean water into a bucket filled with holes. You never get the result you want. Long-term health demands a foundation of real, whole foods that support metabolism, strengthen immunity, and foster cellular repair from within. There is also a significant benefit in the experience of eating. Enjoying colorful fruits, crisp vegetables, warm whole grains, and nourishing proteins engages the senses and brings pleasure, a key ingredient in a fulfilling life. When eating is joyful, consistent, and diverse, health becomes effortless. Meals become moments of self-care, strengthening not only the body, but also emotional well-being. Seniors who take the time to choose fresh foods are investing in strength, energy, and longevity every single day. One of the most compelling truths is that food works at the micro level. Nutrients travel deep into the bloodstream, into individual cells, influencing how genes behave. They turn on healing processes and turn down damaging inflammation. They protect tissues, safeguard brain function, and preserve mobility, the pillars of independence. This is why a fresh, balanced diet should always come before supplements. It honors the body's natural design and supports the interconnected network that keeps us alive and thriving. Every senior deserves a future filled with vitality, walking without hesitation, remembering clearly, laughing freely, and living fully. That future begins with what they place on their plate. Supplements may help fill occasional nutritional gaps, but history, science, and nature all point to one truth. The path to stronger, healthier aging starts in the kitchen, not the medicine cabinet. Choosing whole foods isn't just a diet. It's a powerful and proactive step toward a longer, more capable life. I see you replied with 1, just to make sure I do exactly what you want. Which option does 1 refer to? You want me to expand key point 4600 words. Same style. B, you want image prompts for key point 1. You want the full YouTube SEO package next. Something else you meant by 1? Please reply with A, B, C, or explain what 1 means for you. Strength and mobility are the foundations of independence as we age. Yet many seniors only notice their importance once they begin to slip away. Muscles do more than help us move. They serve as powerful metabolic organs that influence blood sugar, balance, and energy levels. Strong muscles support bones, protect joints, and allow seniors to perform daily activities without fear of falling or losing control. When muscles weaken, simple actions, standing from a chair, climbing a staircase, carrying grocery bags, become exhausting challenges. That loss of confidence begins slowly, but it can dramatically affect quality of life. Protecting mobility should be a priority long before it becomes a struggle, because staying active isn't only about movement, it is about dignity, independence, and the ability to enjoy life on one's own terms. Vitamin D3 plays a key role in this picture by strengthening both bones and the muscles that surround and support them. When vitamin D3 levels are optimal, the body enhances calcium absorption, building bone strength from the inside out. At the same time, it nourishes the muscle fibers responsible for balance and quick reactions. These fibers help prevent falls, which are the #1 cause of serious injury and loss of independence among seniors. A single fall can change everything. A broken hip or a fractured wrist can lead to long recovery times and reduced mobility that may never fully return. It's not just the physical injuries that matter, but the fear that comes afterward, which often leads seniors to move less, weakening their muscles even more. A strong body supports a strong mind, too. When seniors feel steady on their feet, they feel more confident participating in social activities, enjoying outdoor walks, and engaging with friends and family. This active lifestyle helps sharpen memory, lifts mood, and reduces stress. Independence is not simply the ability to move without help, it's the freedom to stay engaged in life. Movement is connected directly to emotional well-being. When mobility improves, joy returns more naturally. There is another important connection. Muscles help regulate blood sugar. They act as storage units, pulling glucose out of the bloodstream and using it for energy. The more muscle mass a senior has, the better the body can manage glucose and reduce the risk of metabolic conditions that become more common with aging. Even light strength activities such as walking, resistance bands, or chair exercises can make a profound difference. Every movement counts, and muscles respond at any age. The invisible changes happening inside the body can be just as important as what we can see on the outside. Vitamin D3 engages with receptors throughout the muscles, helping them activate properly and recover quickly from daily use. This means that seniors who maintain good vitamin D3 levels not only prevent weakness, but also improve performance in ways they can feel more stamina, better balance, and less fatigue from ordinary tasks. They may notice they can stand taller, walk longer, and accomplish more without needing frequent rest. Mobility doesn't depend on supplements alone. Food plays a key role in maintaining strength. Lean proteins like fish, eggs, lentils, and yogurt rebuild muscle fibers. Magnesium-rich foods such as leafy greens and nuts help vitamin D3 work more efficiently. Hydration keeps muscles flexible and responsive. Seniors who approach mobility as a full-body strategy unlock the potential for aging with grace and confidence. Every step taken, every muscle strengthened, becomes a promise to the future. It signals the determination to remain active, capable, and engaged with life. A strong body is not about appearance, it is a safeguard against decline. Muscle and movement are what keeps seniors not only standing, but living fully. Empowering the body with the right nutrients and consistent activity today ensures that tomorrow remains rich in possibility. The good news? You don't need expensive supplements. You can lift your vitamin D3 naturally with foods like wild salmon, sardines, egg yolks, and mushrooms exposed to sunlight. The goal is balance real nutrients from real food and supplements only when needed in the right amount. So, seniors, here is your action today. Avoid synthetic high-dose vitamin E. Take vitamin D3 daily as guided by your doctor. Fill your plate with real food that supports your cells. Your body's fighting for you every moment. Give it the right tools, not the wrong ones, because longevity is not just about living longer, it's about staying strong, mobile, and mentally sharp while you do. Thank you, and remember, your best years are not behind you, they are still unfolding.